Arlene here. Welcome back to my Country Craft Corner. How in the world are you guys doing today? It is so good to see you, and thank you for stopping back by to see what I'm up to today. Well, I'm up to a video that really wasn't planned for this week. I had every intention of putting yesterday's video up today, but I have a haul for you guys. And I'm also going to tweak, actually I'm going to make a little funky bow. I'm going to make just a little funky bow. Somebody had asked me if I was planning on making a little funky bow or if I could. And I didn't really have any plans to make a smallish funky bow, but I have a wreath here that I'll show you that I'm going to tweak just by replacing the bow. I'm not going to take the whole thing apart and redo it again, and I'll show it to you here in a second. It's a burlap wreath that I made years ago, but we're gonna bump it up a little bit with a new funky bow. But anyway, I did go to Hobby Lobby this morning and I placed my Happy Easter wording up on the ivy table shelf with this one. That white one was driving me crazy. It just blended right into the wall behind it. This is why I really would like my walls painted like at that Greige one of these years, because if you want to use white or off-white accent pieces, they kind of disappear. And I was very unhappy with, I was like, you probably heard me in there going, I don't know about this. But anyway, I was saying that to myself. So anyway, I went to Hobby Lobby this morning to see if I thought I had seen these in there. So lo and behold, they were in there. So this is kind of that robin's egg light blue. So I got that Happy Easter, and it was $19.99, but everything of course was 40% off. So that was one thing that I got. And then, the other thing I went to look for was, I need to poke my screen here. Everything is looking very bright. It is another, there we go. Hopefully that will help us. So, the other thing I was looking for was like a buttery yellow taper candle. Well, they didn't really have like as gold as I wanted. They either had a really bright canary yellow or they had a really dark mustardy yellow like I have in there at Hobby Lobby. And I couldn't find the color I'm wanting, but that color is running through this candle. So that made my eyes happy and I was okay with that. So I went ahead and picked this up, and this is what I used my coupon with. You can use a 140% off discount coupon per day on a regular priced item. Candles are not on sale this week, so I used my coupon. So those are the two things I went for. And the rest of this is what I came out with. Oh my goodness, those and the rest of this. I am fixing to do my cozy corner next. That's going to be next in the queue. I'm not sure if that will be, I think that's going to go up on Friday, you guys. Not sure if I'll have a video for you on Thursday. I'm not sure what the week is going to hold. So we'll just play that by ear. If I don't see you on Thursday, then I'll see you on Friday for sure. But this, I went in looking, actually I went in looking for this too. I needed something to go on the ladder for my cozy corner that I'm fixing to work on here that you guys will see on Friday. So I picked up this little trio, which is really cute, but I bet you all know, you can tell what I'm not caring for. I like the galvanized steel, and I don't mind a little bit of the farmhouse in here, so I really like that. But this, I'm like, what is this? We are not going to use that. So we're going to take that off. And it looks like there's a little bit of glue on there, but I think I will just, make a little bow and glue that on there out of pink or something. We'll see what I end up making the funky bow out of the, I'm going to make a lantern swag. So we'll see what I make. I'll pull out one of those ribbons and I'll put a little bow on his head right there in the middle instead of that. I'm like, that's not a thing that I really care to see. So we got that for the top of the cozy corner. I really like that. I think that's really cute. So we got that. And then the rest of this is just, I went today to try to finish up everything else that I am going to be using in my decor, I hope anyway. Invariably, you all know. I'll go back probably one more time for something. Who knows what? I haven't come across what I need yet, but something. But I did pick up just some eggs. Pick eggs. And they're again with the gold color on them. And these were $5, you know, 40% off. And I got 2 packages of those. That I will say that Hobby Lobby this year, they don't have a lot of picks. You know, AC Moore is where I've been getting my picks. I have not been into Michael's yet, but my little like egg picks and things like that, Hobby Lobby doesn't have any of that this year. I mean, they've got this. They've got like lighter colors of eggs, and they've got a couple of bunnies on sticks and things like that. But they don't have like, AC Moore has like those eggs with pip berries and all kinds of stuff in there. So I very well might end up going back in there if I need some more of that stuff, because it seems like they've been replenishing their stuff, you know. So anyway, then the other thing I got was a little bag, another bag. I've gotten one, but I got another little bag of these eggs that mimic the egg garlands that I've been using throughout my decor. So I just got some of these to put in and around the kitchen, like back here in this little kitchen corner shelf. I've never done that for Easter, so I thought I might try to do a little something with that. I'm not sure what yet. I'm not even sure what I have that would go in there. So we're playing all that by ear. I haven't got to the kitchen yet. I got to finish in the family room first. And 3 more things, excuse me. I wanted a little bunny just to sit where I sit in my recliner. I put that flower arrangement that I have sitting there away, and I just wanted a sweet little bunny to sit there that would match. I put my blue, I put my blue placemats out on my end tables out here, and I wanted something to match. Those placemats are a little bit lighter blue than he is, but I thought he was super cute. So I picked him up. These things are not cheap. What is the deal with these things? $20 for this. Of course, 40% off, so, you know, goodness though. Well, I thought he was cute, so I picked up him, and I picked up this cute little girl, and I thought she was cute, holding her little, actually she just had her paws up. She was cute, or maybe is holding part of a flower there. But I don't know where I'm going to put her. Don't have a place in mind to put her, but I thought she was really cute, so I picked her up. $8 for her, 40% off. And then one more thing, you know, I'm going to be doing my lantern that sits up on top of my desk here. And you know, up on top of my desk, let me see if I can find you a picture, and I'll insert it here, of my farmhouse kind of looking top of my desk. As you can see, it is kind of farmhouse. I do put color, though, in the lantern swag. And I am going to be making another lantern swag for Easter. So I thought, how cute would this fella be tucked inside that lantern? You know, because he kind of matches the lantern feel, the farmhouse feel, you know. But I'm going to be adding color to the swag for sure. So, but I thought he was cute. So that's what I got him in mind. Hopefully he'll fit. Even if I have to kind of scrunch him in there kind of crooked, kind of cattywomp, hopefully he'll fit. We'll see when we get to that, huh? All right, so that was my complete haul. I do not have my receipt. I want to say it was like $45, something like that, that I spent at Hobby Lobby today. And get me a little drink of my tea. Have my tea. Now, there's a couple of other things I wanted to talk to you about moving forward. One thing I wanted to talk to you about moving forward before I get to this wreath to show you that. As I said, the next decor video, Easter decor video, will be my cozy corner. And as you all know, who have been with me for a while, I have a table, wrought iron table that Chris painted black for me. that sits to the left of my Cozy Corner ladder. And this is a lantern that Candace, our youngest, got me for Christmas, and I had it, and I'll put a picture right here of how I just had it decorated. I took it apart so Chris could do something with it that I'm going to show you. I'll show you a picture of how I had it though, right here. So I took it all apart for Chris. I love that design. That's going to be my everyday cozy country decor. I love how that worked out. I was so happy with that. Oh my goodness, I can't tell you. But I wanted to show you, I really had a desire to get some pastel lights for inside this lantern. And I wanted to be able to plug them in. I wanted to be able to, you know, use the same kind of lights that I'm going to have on the egg garland that's going to go around the ladder. I'm actually going to add it in to the pipberry garland that I already have hanging on the ladder. I'm just going to add it to that like I did at the mantle. That's the same kind of look it's going to have. And I have this pipberry garland, which is the same pipberry garland that is on the fireplace and on the pipberry garland, or on the Cozy Country ladder. And I'm just going to add this right in to this pipberry garland very loosely. I don't want to do it tight so I can't get it out. But as you can see, this already has a set of fairy lights on it, and I can't plug the fairy lights in, but I will make them come on at the same time of the evening. But this lantern I made, when I don't want to use these fairy lights anymore, I will be able to take a small set of round corded lights and put it on that pipberry, if I keep that pipberry garland in this lantern, which I plan on doing. But, so I was just in my yammerings. I was saying to Chris, I said, Chris, is there any way that you could make it so, since this lantern is probably going to be sitting in the same place, and this has become one of my staple pieces that I will reuse for every season, every holiday, and so on and so forth. I don't want to go out and buy a new lantern every time I want to do a new, design. I just take it apart, put away the other design, and make the swag so that I can remove them and put them away. And, I'll reuse this pipberry garland. And I said, is there a way that you can make it so that I can plug stuff in so we don't waste the batteries, go through so many batteries with the fairy lights or whatever. Not that I go through that many batteries, I don't. But I had the desire for some pastel lights, and I did not want to wait for Amazon, to be honest with you, even though they're really quick, to send me fairy lights. And I didn't want fairy lights wrapped all around this along with these fairy lights. What a hot mess that would be, huh? So I got up this morning, and this is what Chris did for me. Let me see if I can find a way to show this to you. Can you see the hole in the back here? Whoa. I believe he sawed, I'm not sure what he used or whatever, but sawed this piece is galvanized metal. And he just cut a piece out of that, and then, as you can see, there's also some wood that he needed to chisel out or cut out. So he did that too, and if you can see here, he even left a little space for me to feed the cord through, so that it will sit down flat on the little table. So I was like, oh, thank you so much. Oh, he is so helpful to me, you guys. I'm telling you, he is like amazing. So I wanted to show you this, and I will probably go through this again in the video when I do the lantern, just so it will be in there. But I was so excited, I wanted to show you guys today, real quick. So I wanted to show you that. Let me move this out of the way because I'm actually going to be working on this video here in a little bit today. So, but I wanted to get this haul, and I wanted to get another video in the can for you guys for this week. So this, oh wait, I forgot one thing. Let me haul this. I got these little picks. They're like little nest picks. They're cute. I have no idea what I'm going to do with them, but they'll go someplace. All right, now let me move my tea. Okie dokie. Sorry about that. I wanted to move the mat over here so that I could just put you down and so we could watch me do a funky bow here in a minute. But I wanted to show you this wreath first. Here it is. This is very old. I made this, I want to say before we even moved into this house, I have honed my wreath making skills since I made this wreath. But I do want to reuse this. It's cute. I don't want to take it apart and redo it again. I will say that the burlap has seen better days. It's a little bit yucky and faded, but that's okay. Once it's hung, nobody's going to know the difference except for y'all. All 8.5 thousand of you and me, but we won't tell anybody, right? So, but look at that little bow. That's the kind of bow that I always used to make, and it is a very pretty bow, and I really like that kind of bow. I still make that kind of little tiered bow. But I thought, how pretty would it be to, you know, pull out a couple of the colors of the eggs and the little welcome sign and everything, and make a funky bow out of the pink to match the little bunnies and out of all the other colors. And these are little bunnies on the ribbon. I think y'all saw me haul that from AC Moore. So I thought I would remove that pink bow and replace it with a funky bow. So, and this poor burlap needs a little help, I will say, it does. All right, so let me turn you guys and point you down, and we are going to make a little funky bow. Okie dokie. Got my pipe cleaner, and I'm just going to make, it can't be too big because I don't have a lot of, I haven't left myself a lot of space there. But if it does cover some of the daisies or whatever, it's okay. So I think I'm going to make an 8 loop funky bow, because I'm only going to use 2 colors. I don't have a soft yellow like that. It was in the eggs, so I think I'm just going to worry about the pink and the, you know, pick up all the other colors in this other ribbon. I am really looking forward to using this ribbon too. So I've been trying to find somewhere where I can use this ribbon. I just think this is going to make a super cute bow. Okay. Come on now. I am going to hang this wreath where I have my, what I call my Mardi Gras wreath, hanging right here on the family room door. So the ivy table is to the left of this, and the one of the ribbons that I used in that funky bow up on the ivy table shelf looks like this, only that has flowers instead of bunnies. So I thought that would be cute to pair with this. All right, so first thing I want to do is cut 4 strips of each of these ribbons at 20 inches. And of course, I've got my mat upside down. So we'll just do it the other way today. That's okay. I'm gonna go to 20. Turned my mat around. It's just gonna be too hard to reach. Okay. 20 inches. 4 of each color. Good. When I get these 4 cut, I will show you how I dovetail. And I usually dovetail all of my funky bows. I just prefer them to be dovetailed, the end or the tails to be dovetailed. You don't have to if you don't want to. Certainly personal preference. Just before I go further, just to mention that I am not the creator of the funky bow. A lady over there at Southern Charms Wreaths, Julie, is, as far as I know, the creator. That's where I learned to do it, or one version of it. I've kind of tweaked it and made my own versions of funky bows, but that's where I learned the basic concept. So I wanted to give her a shout out. All right, so in order to dovetail, I fold the ribbon in half lengthwise, and most people go to the fold, I go to the edge. It doesn't really matter which way you go, you get the same result. And I cut up at an angle, and that gives us 2 points. All right, let me do this. I'm going to speed through the cutting of the pink and the dovetailing of the pink, and I will be right back and we'll start making this funky bow. Alrighty, normally I will line the pieces of ribbon up, but I'm not going to this time. Boy, I've got, that pink is very glittery. I've got glitter everywhere. But I'm not going to line them up because I know what I'm doing. I'm just going to take one of each and we're going to work our way through this bow. So I want each of my tails to be 5 inches long. So as you can see, I've got a 20-inch piece of ribbon, and there's 5 inches, and then I want my loop to be 5 inches too. So I go to 15, which gives me 10 inches, but put together it makes a 5-inch loop, and then the rest is your other tail. So that's the way you do it. And from now on, you can just fold it right in half. Unless you want some tails longer than the others, and then you can make longer strips or shorter strips or however. You can tweak this however you want to suit your needs and what you want to do. But anyway, I just want a little accent bow here. So there's my first loop, and I made sure I had a 5-inch loop, and then I go into the back tail and I twist to bring that right side up. Really don't have to do it on this because really this is one-sided. So I do need to do it on that. Okay, again, because this is a even numbered bow, even numbered looped bow, I'm going to do 2 loops up from center. Boy, this is hard to, ooh, it's gonna make a pretty bow, I can tell. And I'm not going to worry about twisting that, you guys, because it's just, this is way too thick. And if I twisted that, it would just, well, it might work, become a jumble. But I really don't need to because it's only one-sided ribbon. Okay, so there's our first 2 loops. Again, we're doing 8 loops. So this time, because it's an even numbered looped bow, I'm going to sure I have a 5-inch loop, go down from center, point the loop downward. From center, my thumb being the center. And so we're going to do 2 going down like that. Thick, thick, thick. And I am going to go ahead and try to twist it. There we go. Now, the next 2 go back up from center. And don't worry how you're piling them into your fingers. And then the next one goes up too. It's okay, however they land. They can be beside one another, they can be on top of one another, they can be, I tend to try to keep them side by side, I will say that. But sometimes they invariably will slip one way or the other. All right, 2 more. And these 2 are going to go down from center. And notice I am not making sure that they are perfectly, it's perfectly folded in half, just so it's close. Doesn't really make a difference. And 1 more. All right, now grab your pipe cleaner and go to about the center of your pipe cleaner. Put that right over the top and come on around. You can also use floral wire if you want. I really like the to use pipe cleaners. That's just my preference. You can do whatever you want. Use your hand that you held the bow shut with, all the loop shut with, as resistance. Pull and twist. I usually twist both. Shake out that hand and then take a minute to fluff up your bow. And as I've said numerous times, and I know I say it over and over and over again, and for those of you who watch me all the time, please forgive me, but it's really, really, really the most important step of any bow, no matter what kind you're making, is to make sure you fluff it and make it as big as you can make it. And that's this step. And then with this, because the tails are nice and short and little, you can really pull some of the tails up and through too. Now I'm going to get it on the wreath, and I'm going to play with it when it's on there a little bit. But you kind of get the idea. All right, let me get this wreath over here. I'm gonna take another drink of my tea. Whew. Very glittery. I need to remove this one and add this one. There we go. Now what I'm seeing is it's not, the pink is not quite the same color. It's close, but it's not the same color. It is this. It's this same color, so it's okay. But what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make that pink be kind of drift on to the background of this bow. And I'm gonna pull the more colorful ribbon up to the top. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes when I go ahead and do these, it's like, that pink is not quite what I thought it was going to look like when you unroll it from the, but it is this, so it's okay. It's okay. Plus, it's a bigger, prettier bow. Check it out. I love it. All right. Now, I'm going to go hang this on the family room door. And we've done a little bit of hauling and a little bit of decorating and a little bit of this and a little bit of that, huh? In this one. All right. Let me turn this back around here. And, oh boy, I'm all crooked again. Okie dokie. Well, that does it for this one. And we did a little, like I just said, a little bit of this and a little bit of that in this one, and just, you know, tweaking my decor and going through everything and methodically. I'm going through the rooms methodically. And next up will be on Friday, and it will be, actually, as I said, I don't know whether I'll have anything Thursday, so we'll see. As we're going through time here, I'm not sure what else is coming up this week, but on Friday, I'll bring back that cozy corner that sits to the right of the credenza and the lantern swag where I just showed you with the pastel lights in it. And remember that gold bunny that's going to get put in there? Hopefully it's going to work out and it's going to be pretty. Oh, my hair. It's just one of those days. But anyway, as I always say, I hope everything is going well with all of you, and that there's nothing that's pulling your attention away from where you want to or need to be focused. And I hope your health is going along as it should, and that no one is suffering any pain or anguish for anything. So, alrighty. And that is it for this one. So I will just say, these are hard to end sometimes, you know? They're hard to bring to a close because I don't want to. I don't want to stop talking with you guys. But anyway, they got to end sometime, don't they? So I'll just say, until next time, y'all take good care. Bye-bye.